Second man play, that kick is for Fiake out on the right wing. The chase coming from Josh McKay. Stayed honest.
Since Bunnings NPC 2021 is kicked off, we can't seem to be getting enough of the players on the field. And we are just reminded of our top players of the Canterbury Rugby Union. Hello and welcome to yet another episode. In today's video, we will be giving you a list of Canterbury Rugby Union top players. And we know for sure that once we are done with the list, you would agree that they are indeed some of the top players we have. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified as soon as we upload a new video. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Canterbury Rugby Union has been known to have great players, and we would be taking our time to look at their top 4 players. Number 4. Codie Taylor. Born on the 31st of March 1991, Taylor is a New Zealand rugby player who plays as a hooker internationally for Canterbury in the ITM Cup, Crusaders in Super Rugby, and New Zealand. He was one of the Crusaders' wider training squad for the 2012 Super Rugby season. After a while, he was promoted to the senior squad in 2014 for the Super Rugby season, and by 2015 he made his international debut. Taylor's skills led him to be selected for the All Blacks 2015 squad. This was during the 2015 Super Rugby season, after he had surpassed Ben Funmel when he played as first choice hooker for the Crusaders. The first game he participated in as an All Black was the opening match of the 2015 Rugby Championship against Argentina. He was called as a replacement for Kevin Mialamu 59 minutes into the game, and scored a try in the 71st minute. And ever since, he has been giving the games his all. In the first match of the 2016 Rugby Championship, Taylor earned a notable start against Australia. Unfortunately, he was subbed off only 3 minutes into the game due to a head injury assessment, after which he was replaced by Coles. He didn't return to the field for that match. Regardless, on October 6, 2016, he had a notable involvement in the 57-15 win against South Africa in Durban. He scored a try off a driving maul, after which he received a yellow card after a head-high tackle on Patrick Lambie, Springboks fullback. In 2017, Taylor became a regular starter for the All Blacks following Dane Cole's 5-month absence due to a concussion. On the 9th of June 2018, Taylor was awarded as man of the match in a game against France. His performance in that match was arguably the best individual performance in his career. He scored a try 52 minutes into the game and set up outside backs for Damien McKenzie, Rico Luane and Ben Smith for tries. Ben Smith later scored his 30th test try off Taylor's pass. His outstanding 63-minute performance garnered him mass acclaim from the media. The All Blacks opened their season with a 52-11 win against France. In 2019, Steve Hansen, All Blacks head coach, named Taylor for the 2019 Rugby World Cup in New Zealand's 31-man squad. The competition was Taylor's second World Cup. He played 5 tests at the World Cup and also started the quarter-final against Ireland. Thanks to the try he scored in the 46-14 win, New Zealand was able to progress to the semi-finals. Unfortunately, his performance afterwards was not as strong. He performed poorly and New Zealand lost the game to England by 7-19. Number 3. Sam Whitelock. Born on the 12th of October 1988, Whitelock is a New Zealand rugby player. He plays as a lock for the Crusaders in Super Rugby in New Zealand. He was captain of the Crusaders and All Blacks for 5 international games after he earned his selection for New Zealand through playing in the Mitre 10 Cup for Canterbury. Since his debut in 2010, he has played more than 100 tests for the All Blacks, and he remains the youngest New Zealander to reach 100 tests in history. He is also the fastest player ever to reach 100 international appearances, and he achieved all these feats 8 years and 2 months after his test debut. In 2017, Whitelock won the title of New Zealand Rugby Player of the Year. He has formed a popular locking combination with Brodie Ratelick, and they have both played 50 tests together since 2012. He was also one of the only 20 players to have won the Rugby World Cup on several occasions. In 2018, Whitelock was regarded as an outstanding captain for the Crusaders in the 2018 Super Rugby season. In the same year, Whitelock was named as the captain of the All Blacks by New Zealand head coach Steve Hansen, after a reasonably high amount of speculation from the media. Whitelock returned to lead the Crusaders after an extended off-season for the 2019 Super Rugby season in the 6th round of the competition. On the 20th of April 2019, Whitelock extended his contract with New Zealand Rugby as well as the Crusaders. His contract will last until 2023. Number 2. Waisake Naholo. Naholo was born on the 8th of May 1991 in Sigatoka, Fiji. He is a New Zealand rugby player and has previously played for the All Black Sevens. He began his career with Wanganui at provincial level before switching to Taranaki in 2011. Currently, he plays on the wing position for London Irish. In 2015, he made his Test debut for the All Blacks and was also a member of the winning team for the 2015 Rugby World Cup. He was a former New Zealand Under-20 rep, and he has played in 5 Sevens World Series tournaments. He has also featured in Gordon Tietjen's squad that won the 2013 Rugby World Cup Sevens. After an outstanding performance in the ITM Cup season in 2012, he earned himself a Blues contract. Number 1. Richie Mo'unga. He was born on the 25th of May 1994 and he is a New Zealand rugby player who currently plays for Canterbury in the Bunnings NPC as a first 5'8". He also plays for the Crusaders in Super Rugby and the All Blacks. Although he played for Canterbury's squad in the 2013 ITM Cup, he did not become a full squad member until 2014. He played in 10 matches and featured in both first 5'8" and fullback, although Canterbury lost the tournament in the semi-finals. Due to his excellence in domestic showings for Canterbury, he was named in the Crusaders' wider training group for the 2015 Super Rugby season, although he did not get any game time in his first season. Nevertheless, he was promoted to the full Crusader squad ahead of the 2016 rugby season. He made his debut in February 2016 in a home match to the Chiefs and went on to start all the 16 matches during the season. He was named at first 5'8" in the All Black squad for the 2019 Rugby Championship. In August 2019, Steve Hansen named Mo'unga as one of the 31 players that have been selected in New Zealand's squad for the 2019 Rugby World Cup. In the semi-finals, Mo'unga was retained at first 5, and there he led the squad to a 40-17 win against Wales. In 2020, he became the best first 5'8" in New Zealand. His extraordinary performances led the Crusaders to Super Rugby Aotearoa titles in 2020 and 2021. He is considered as the first choice in the list of top players for the All Blacks. And with that, we have come to the end of today's video. Join us next time on yet another exciting video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, stay safe.